Hi, my name is Rick Carolesco, and this is my response to the State of the Union address. Much unites us, and that is where I think we should start this conversation. Small business is where we need to create jobs, not more government jobs, because taxpayers have to pay for those. So make money more accessible for small business. Eliminate capital gains where proceeds are used to expand the business, tax breaks to employers that hire others, etc. We need to reduce our dependence on foreign oil. Rebates to homeowners that make their homes more energy efficient, which also creates jobs. Develop U.S. energy, nuclear plants, wind, solar, all of which creates jobs. Drill for more U.S. oil while we're doing this, and propane gas, which is clean burning energy. We need to build clean coal plants. Whether or not you believe in global warming, we can all agree that we want clean air to breathe, clean water to drink, and we don't want a trash planet. Deficit control. Each American household now owes approximately $100,000. $100,000 per household. That's a mortgage. We now have more people in this country that don't pay any federal income tax than those that do. If you can't see the danger in that, then let me point it out for you. When the population realizes it can vote itself benefits from the federal treasury and don't have to pay for it, then democracy is finished. We need to fundamentally change the way we fund our government so that all of us have a stake in it. We need a base to start from. Term limits. 80% of Americans have wanted term limits for better than 20 years, but Congress can't see fit to give it to us. Line item veto. Want to eliminate pork? That's how you eliminate pork. Campaign finance reform. Make all contributions public knowledge and disclosable. People should, this is a free country. You're supposed to be able to have the freedom of speech. Since when are we supposed to take that away from people? And that's what that's what the Supreme Court just made a ruling on. Tort reform. If you want to take and reduce health care costs, start right there. Tort reform, we need it. There's too many people that are made millionaires because of simple mistakes, and that's ridiculous. Start tort reform, but again, we probably would have to get some lawyers out of Congress in order to get that passed because they're not going to cut their own throats. Immigration reform. We need to strengthen our borders. We need to streamline the process that allows workers from outside of our country to come in here and work legally. Jail employers that hire illegal aliens. And we need to enforce the laws that we currently have on the books. Here's where I disagree with the president. Bipartisanship? Are you kidding me? He says he wants it. He gives it a lot of lip service, but he's done nothing to support bipartisanism in Washington. How about all major bills that come before Congress should be written by a bipartisan committee that needs 75% of its members to agree on it before they can put the bill on the floor for a debate and a vote, and have the bipartisan committee televised on C-SPAN and the debate on C-SPAN. The president wants to penalize successful banks to pay for unsuccessful banks. Now, am I the only one that sees this as stupid? To begin with, these better banks were forced to take the TARP money. They had to take it so that the other banks that weren't successful wouldn't be singled out and their stocks would crash. So everybody had to take the TARP. And all of the better banks have paid it back. So now what we want to do is we want to play like we're Sherwood Forest. We want to take from the rich and give to the poor. When do we start penalizing success and rewarding failure? When did that become the norm? Does anybody else see why this is a problem? CEO compensation, do I have an answer for that? No, I don't. But you want to know one thing I do know? Is that the government can't fix that problem. That's got to happen in a free market economy. Now, let's talk about the Recovery Act, or the stimulus bill. Pork, pork, pork. If it smells like pork, tastes like pork, looks like pork, it's pork. And the Republicans aren't any better. The highway bill that they passed when George Bush was in office was just as bad a bill as this was. All this did was go to fund special pet projects in very powerful senators and congresspeople's, backyards. And that's the kind of stuff that's got to stop. That stimulus package did nothing to help our economy. They cannot prove that one job was created, not one job was saved. Here's an idea. College is expensive in this country simply because the unions have way too much control over our educational system in this country. But that's another story. How about if at a high school you gave 2 years of your life to the U.S. government, whether it be in the military, Peace Corps, AmeriCorps, and then what we'll do is to pay you back, we're going to provide you with 2 years of higher education in a state school or a trade school. That would go a long way to cutting the cost of education in this country, helping every American to get a good education, and maybe helping people out of welfare and into workfare. Let's talk about health insurance. The stuff that we agree on is actually pretty easy. Pre-existing conditions. I mean, that's just a bad idea. We need to cover most Americans. You're never going to cover all Americans. It's just not going to happen. There's too many people that want to live in the shadows, and you're not going to drag them out. You shouldn't lose your coverage if you get sick. And you should be able to buy insurance across state lines that will improve competition. The biggest thing, the reason why Massachusetts voters rejected health care and rejected the Democratic candidate was because they have a better health system in their state than the federal government was proposing. And it would have cost them more money. You know, we should look at stuff like that. We should look at success and try and mirror success instead of just trying to create a huge bureaucracy that we'll never be able to unwind. And at the heart of that, more Republicans would get on board if we included tort reform. Because the reason why health care costs so much is doctors have to run 100 tests, even though when they know exactly what's wrong, they still got to run 100 tests anyway because they're practicing defensive medicine. We need to fundamentally change the way we deliver medical insurance in our country. That will go a long way to reducing costs and making it more affordable to all of us. We need to remember, too, that Americans are the most generous people on earth. And when others are in need, like the tsunami in Indonesia, the earthquake in Haiti, that we open our hearts and we open our wallets more than anybody else in the world. And we're not forced to do so. So why do some of you feel that you know better what to do with the money that I earn, that I make, by taking my money that I work very hard for and giving it to people that refuse to work with little or no oversight? I think that's criminal. You know, I don't want moms and their kids on the street. You know, I think that we've been screwing up welfare for better than 60 years. And we need to fundamentally change the way that we take people that are in need and get them into our economy. You're always going to have people that don't have the ability or the capacity to work. And I'm not saying we throw them on the streets either. But we need to change the way we do things. Smaller organizations have much more accountability and can do a much better job of spending money than the federal government can. The federal government has mismanaged every major program that they've ever been involved in. Social Security, mismanaged. Medicare, mismanaged. Medicaid, mismanaged. Welfare, mismanaged. I mean, pick any federal government or program. They have screwed it up from day one. So why do we want to trust the government with 1/6 of our entire economy? What, they're going to do a better job because there's more money involved? I know that most of us love our country, and we have different ideas on how to fix the problems. However, we should concentrate on what unites us, and we should debate what divides us. God bless America. Rick Carlesco, out.